Tessa Hardy's spent the day in court with frail Clive Palmer facing another grilling. Tessa, despite being quite sick, he had big plans after the hearing.
Well, Andrew, this situation just keeps getting more and more odd. Initially this morning, a frail-looking Clive Palmer shuffled into court saying he was still extremely sick with pancreatitis. And late this afternoon, the court heard that he was exhausted after a day of grilling. But then a bizarre transformation. He came out of court a whole lot happier, more talkative, more chirpy, even telling us he had plans to go for a surf on the way home. The larger-than-life mining magnate who loves to talk seems to have vanished. How are you feeling today, Mr. Palmer? Looking a shell of his former self, Clive Palmer shuffled into court, flanked by minders, dishevelled, dosed up on morphine and again clutching a sick bag. At first, he left the talking to a mystery spokesperson who refused to tell us who he was.
Regardless, I'm dragged into the court today. This would only happen in Nazi Germany.
What a difference a few hours makes. On the way out of court, a change of heart. Mr. Palmer found the pep in his step and was feeling chirpy again.
I've had a double dose today. It tends to make me very happy, and I'm looking forward to going surfing off Main Beach on the way home in the car.
The spring in his step was a far cry from the businessman's demeanour on the stand, where he was questioned over the collapse of his Queensland nickel business, which cost 800 jobs. The court acknowledged that Mr. Palmer does have health issues. Still, for hours, he was in that witness box. He sat there with his head rested on his hands, a sick bag right there in front of him, and dozens of times responded with, "I don't recall." When grilled over a $135 million deal, making another of Palmer's companies, China First, a secured creditor just 5 days before Queensland Nickel collapsed, the boss's memory was fuzzy. "I'm sure I knew the purpose, but I can't recall at the moment. I just got a blank trying to answer your question. I was there, but I just can't recall. Sorry."
I'm prepared to do all I can to help be helpful.
Tessa Hardy, 9 News.